School of the Ages. Tell some stories about unusual experiences while performing outside the US.
Oh, well, hmm.
What's the weirdest place you've ever done a tour, let's say? Have you ever done like ones in Asia or Africa or something
Oh,
like that for a
okay.
couple of
The
weeks?
weirdest and most dangerous was India.
Right.
I didn't think I'd make it out of there alive. I'm serious. It was out of control. I don't know if you read the papers. It was on that show back then called Hard Copy, like Inside Edition or
Yeah.
Access
I've
Hollywood.
heard of it, yeah.
Chris Walker,
Right.
Chris Conan Walker with the eye.
Right.
I was there. Okay. That was my most threatening and most didn't like the feeling. I mean, the Iron Sheik was nervous. That made me nervous. And I'm not putting them down. I was there. I think everybody was nervous. That's not cool, I didn't think I was going home.
What year? What year was this?
92 or 93? Maybe 92. Yep. One of those two.
Is this WWF? Or
what's that?
Is this WWF or independent?
No. This was booked and put together by Tiger Jit Singh Sr., his son, and I think Bill Eadie. I think I'm getting there all right. From Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then I've had some unusual things like, when I went to Japan my first night, I'm in the main event in a 6-man. And it's Johnny Ace, Stan Hansen, Barry Horowitz against the top, Mazawa, Kabashi, and Kawada. I pat myself on the back. I turn around and I got spun kick in the face by Kowada, split my tongue. And I hear Stan across the way. Welcome to Japan, kid. Okay. I don't need to hear that right now when I'm bleeding to death. Needless to say, I backed up Kawada in the corner and gave him at least 7 European uppercuts, Dory Funk Jr. style. I was shooting with him. And he never said nothing. I never said nothing. I'll never turn my back and pat myself on the back in Japan again. I could do that in the States. I could do that in England. I could do that in Canada. But don't do it where the people are clapping because they're impressed with your ability. They don't want to see ha-ha and gaga. They don't want to see no Memphis stuff. They don't want to see any of that. They want to see, they don't even care what you look like. They want to see you go. They want to see you go. That's why they loved those guys, Dr. Death, Terry Gordy. They go hard.
I've heard that thing with Japan quite a few times where, especially if it's your first time over there and the person doesn't know quite what to expect, they find out quite soon that they're almost in a semi-fight every night.
I'm going to give a shout out and props. I always go for people that help me, and I've helped myself. But Ted DiBiase walks up to me, I think in the locker room, you would be good in Japan, Barry, your style. I said, oh, thanks. He says, I know Stan Hansen. He says, I'm going to talk to him. Then I talk to him. Then I send him pictures. All of a sudden, I'm there. But I was told, you can't wrestle your first night. It's a Monday. You're on a plane Tuesday morning. Bye-bye. And, hey, that was my style. That I'm wrestling. I get to do what I'm taught. I didn't even have to go, well, I got to think about this. These guys know everything. I've seen things there to this day I haven't seen repeated. Incredible. Incredible workers. And if I had my way and I owned a wrestling company or I was in charge of schooling and the funds were there, everybody that became a pro wrestler would have to break in Tokyo for 1 year. Set up the ring. Don't take a shower that night. Get the hell beat out of you. Stand there and get drop kicked in the face. Pay your friggin' dues and you'll respect the business. And I use 2 songs for this. The Dance by Garth Brooks and The Climb by Miley Cyrus. What does that mean? Basically, in a nutshell, without going into a graphic long story, you're climbing the steps of success to pay your dues. You want to go to the dance first, you'll never respect the business. And I've met these people who went to the dance first and they didn't, some did well, some were lucky, and some flatlined. You got to do the dance. You got to do the climb. I love it. If I started over again, I would be with the Malenkos again. That, in my eyes, maybe I'm being biased, the best training in my life. I'm being trained by his sons, him, and at least once a month, Carl Gotch. Come on. Huh. Come on now. I mean, 18 months of training. And it's not because, oh, you went 18 months. What are you not? You didn't get it? No, it takes that long. You don't get to be you, couple of months. All I knew was a headlock and how to get in the ring. He taught, you're building a house. He built my basement. The third bedroom, the second bedroom, James, the attic, I got polished by working 6 nights a week with every pro wrestler in this world in Crockett. You know, you've got to learn unless you're not a sponge. You're not disciplined. You don't care. You're not accountable. You're a goof. I ate, drank, and slept that, and it worked. And I watched a lot of film. And Crockett's rules, which I love, every match has to stay to the end. Watch every match, or you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting fined or stretched by Gene Anderson.